Welcome to another edition of this program, Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Right now, we are in the city of Lagos and we have a whole lot of reviewers on ground deliberating on topical issues. Okay, let's quickly move down to what we have on the front pages of these two dailies, Daily Sun and the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper here on border closure. Nigeria gets tough with ECOWAS bans repackaged imported goods. Nigeria gets tough with ECOWAS bans repackaged imported goods. Federal government gives conditions for border reopening. ECOWAS citizens must have passports. ECOWAS citizens must have passports. Situation terrible. Ghana laments. 6 regional intervention. Of course, the closure of the borders is affecting neighboring countries like Ghana, Niger, and other countries. Let's quickly move down to another story here. Buhari signs bill in UK, blames politicians, oil firms for tax losses. Buhari signs bill in UK, blames politicians, oil firms for tax losses. There has been speculations that why didn't the president stay in the country and sign this bill? Why telling some of his ministers to come abroad before he could sign a bill? We'll see what our reviewers will be saying today on this topic or this matter. All right, Supreme Court rejects suits on ex-CJN on Nugget's removal. Supreme Court rejects suits on ex-CJN on Nugget's removal. Federal government opens Lagos-Ibadan road diversions December 15. Federal government opens Lagos-Ibadan road diversions December 15. All right, police rescue 259 from Ibadan house of horror. Police rescue 259 from Ibadan house of horror. You can see the pictures of some persons here that were rescued by the Nigerian police. Flooding. Federal government accuses Cameroon of breaching Lajo Dam agreement. Federal government accuses Cameroon of breaching Lajo Dam agreement. Let's quickly move down to Daily Sun newspaper and see what we have on the front page. Ojukwu's widow explodes. Ojukwu's widow explodes. My husband's legacies abandoned, laments Bianca. My husband's legacy abandoned, laments Bianca. Flays Obiano's absence at memorial. Flays Obiano's absence at memorial. All right, police uncover torture center in Ibadan. Over 400 inmates rescued. Shallow burial ground discovered. Bloodbath in Kogi Varsity as cultists kill 13. 7 die in Kano, Misap in Nasarawa. 7 die in Kano, Misap in Nasarawa. Apostle Suleman may stand shorty for Sowore. Apostle Suleman may stand shorty for Sowore. Of course, this was rejected by the convener of the Revolution Now protest, Yele Sowore. It was rejected. Okay, these are the stories we have on the front pages of The Punch and Daily Sun newspaper. Let's get to meet our reviewers for more deliberations. I'll be right back.
So say he did not want. You understand? Because they are finding a way to use to talk to him. You know that there's something in Nigeria. Before somebody come to you for help, just, you understand, unexpectedly, there must be a reason for that thing. You understand? But for Apostle Suleman, make a statement that it will not be that when Sowore was in problem now, nobody want to stand. You understand? Everybody now, nobody want to be arrested. Everybody running backward. You understand? How the people that, before they formed this group of revolution now, it's not only Sowore. You understand? But the young man, I know what, my own opinion, I know he's thinking. He want to make name. You understand? That's Sowore. Yes, he want to make name. Because maybe from there now he come, he may be popular. Because people may see him as somebody that have interest of the country. You understand? So that is one thing I understand for him. Because even though when the Apostle Suleman want to short him, he said no. He did not want. I was listening to it yesterday at home. So
But it's been said that Suleman doesn't have, doesn't, sorry. It's been said that Suleman doesn't reside in Abuja, and the only person that can shorty him is someone that resides in
he's in
Abuja.
Abuja. So there's nobody that will come and stand for him in Abuja for now. We don't know. But before time come, you understand, someone may come.
Thousands of people we have, thousands of politicians we have in Nigeria. It doesn't mean that we don't have one person that could stand or that can stand for
Nigeria
him.
for you. This is Nigeria for you. They can talk. This man, what is that? Falana is there. Falana is one of the persons supporting him. Falana live in Abuja. Eh? He live in Lagos. Okay. He also have us in Abuja. What are you telling me? He have us everywhere. So all those Falana with other people, they can shut him. You understand? They can stand for him. There are people that are capable, that push him to do what he did. They can come out to stand for him, but now all of them are running. You understand? That is the one thing, the problem I have with this our government, with Nigeria politicians. They fight only what will favor them. But anything that will not favor them, they don't put their hand.
Now you are saying something about the president going, signing a bill abroad.
That is stupidity. For me, oh, very, very stupidity, and yeah, what will I call yourself? As somebody that don't know what to do at the right time. Because you cannot tell me that as you have a nation and the bill that are signing is concerning the nation, and the problem going on in the nation did not bother you. You have to go and stay, tell the country that. And when he went to that place, he did not hand over the seat to the vice president. He did not hand over to him. He just leave. He's still sitting down there, ruling as a president in another man country. And when they want to sign bill now, they'll collect money from Abuja, enter plane to go and meet him for Abuja to sign bill. What are you telling me? That's stupidity. He's a madman. All of them, they don't know what they are doing. Because there's somebody that will correct him what he did, so it's not right as a nation. You cannot leave your country and they want to sign a bill. You tell them to carry the bill, come and meet you in another man country to sign it. Abana. It's a disgrace to Nigeria. Even as that is what, even myself, he did not qualify as a president. But that man as a president did not qualify. But it's because of the people that is supporting him. They don't know what to do. They are just doing left and right. Because they are all fighting for their own interests. That is why they are still pushing him. Go, do like this. You understand? Not qualify, because if he qualify, what he's doing, in sense will come to him that is wrong. You understand? Because a sensible man will not do what he did. Okay, now, the Prime Minister, I be the Queen of England, will not leave England, come and stay for Nigeria. If they want to sign something, tell them to come and bring it for Nigeria. Because there is nothing here that will make him to even stay one day. You understand? But he leave Nigeria now to go and stay there. He's sweet and for body. But no, there is no hospital. He went to test himself. There is no hospital. There is no good light. That's why he said he's going for vacation. He's going for vacation to go and rest in another man country. Why he's the president? He cannot put that in that make him to go to that place in the country he's ruling. Abana, they should look at it. You know, you understand. If we have people that will fight what the man is doing, they will fight him. And the only people that can fight that situation now is the labor. But the labor are nowhere to be found. The labor, they have bought them because the minimum wage, they cannot fight for their own minimum wage. Now you talk about to fight for the government, for the masses, nothing.
Are you hearing me? Nigeria can employ them, feed them comfortably. You are disgracing us here and there, begging from them. What are you begging from them? Are you begging them to come and invest? If we put your house in order, investment will attract other people. Are you hearing me? Okay, now a government that is owing 25.7 trillion, still borrowing. Is it not madness? Is he alive? Does he know what to do at a time like this? No, a madman will know that they cannot pay that money. Are you hearing me? And this money is around the corner. It's in their hands. The money is in their hands. Are you hearing me? I don't know. It's a pity. He is being deceived by those who don't know the law, praising him because they are eating from him. All those people praising him, making his head to spoil. Are you hearing me? And not to come to the sense of responsibility because they are eating from him. By the time we come, when his eyes will clear. Are you hearing me? So, my brother, it's a pity. This is the worst situation in this country so ever. The worst government. The worst government. Disgrace everywhere. Where are you going up and down for? All the countries you are going to, they don't have what we have. They don't have what we have. God is not even with them. God is a Nigerian, and God is living in Nigeria because Nigeria has worshippers. Are you hearing me? More than any other country. There's no country people worship Nigeria, worship God like Nigerians worship God. No matter you accuse one or two things, are you hearing me? But Nigeria is the largest worshipper of God. And there is no peace in any country like it is in Nigeria. And God has a place. He's living in this country. Are you hearing me? It's a bit what is happening. If Nigerians truly understand the damage this country has caused, are you hearing me? They'll be crying. They'll be crying. They will stone all these people. They are the worst enemies of this country so ever. God bless you, I beg.
Federal government gets tough with ECOWAS bans imported repackaged foods. What's your take on it?
Well, in that aspect, I will give kudos to the federal government because the free trade agreement they signed does not restrict the ECOWAS country from not paying their duties. They smuggle most of these things from the border into Nigeria, which has actually affected the revenue of Nigeria. Now, the federal government has tightened the border, and the custom at the border have actually woken up. If you looked at the news, several news and others, that they've actually seized a lot of expired product and so many things. In that aspect, the federal government have done well. Let them, if they can continue, but they have to, it shouldn't be that strict to some extent. But as it is now, it's very strict. So it's sending a signal to them that if you are coming to Nigeria to come and do business, you must pay your duties and you must come through the right channels. So that's the take about that particular aspect. There are a lot of people crying, saying that it has affected Nigeria, it has done this, it has done that. Let us wait and endure. Let us endure for the meantime. Look, for example, rice. It's quite unfortunate. I see Nigeria can be creative, doing a negative thing in a wrong way. A negative thing in a wrong way. Number one, they buy foreign rice and they will now put it in local rice, they will pour it in a local sack. What happened to our Nigerian rice? Our Nigerian rice does not have stone. I also read in the newspaper that some part of Nigeria, they will go and put stone inside the rice to tell Nigeria that rice is not good. That rice is not good. It is high time we talk to ourselves. It is high time. Let us believe in what we produce. If we don't believe in what we produce, we cannot move forward as a nation. I am not a fan of Buhari, but rather we need to look inward. We need to look inward. The closure of the border, the directive came from the president, but from the governor of the CBN and the Minister of Agriculture and some other. They were the one that went to meet Mr. President. We've given money to agriculture, to these agricultural people, that if there is continuous smuggling of this thing, These people will not be able to refund the money they borrowed them. And they discussed extensively with the president. And the president said, you can go ahead. Why are people complaining? What can we boast that we are producing in Nigeria? Toothpick we don't produce. The local rice we have, they are bastardizing it. So a lot, we need to go inward and resensitize ourselves. We are in a gunpowder. If you look at America, when they wake up, say, God bless America. But in Nigeria, when they wake up, say, the other way is another thing they will say about Nigeria. Let us come out. Let's do what can make Nigeria great. Let us think inward. Nigeria is a very good country. That's why we have some shortcomings in some other states in the northern part of Nigeria. But it's secure to live. That's my take about that.
And let's quickly move down to Sowore's issue here. Apostle Suleman of the Holy Ghost Omega Fire Ministry, said he will shorty Omole Sowore. But at the end of the day, we are seeing this as a negative side because the lawyer in EBA, Effiong, said it is not possible for somebody like Apostle Suleman to shorty Sowore. Now, what's your take on this? Sowore has been under the custody of the DSS for some times now. And don't you think it's due for him to just, allow that prophet or the man of God to shorty him?
No, this is what happened. The bail condition. If you look at the bail condition, they said anybody that must shorty Sowore must have a property in Lagos, must reside in Abuja. You understand? Based on that, Apostle Suleman does not reside in Abuja. You understand? And I don't know whether he has a property in Abuja. That alone has actually nullified it that Apostle Suleman cannot stand a shorty for Sowore. He should look inward.
That's a clause. Yeah.
That's it. He should look inward. He's a woman rights activist. What are people running away from him? Why are people running away from him? He should have people in Abuja that could come and stand shorty for him. But up to now, he has not been able to get.
Even the lawyer said the president has so much politicized, or not even the president, the federal government has so much politicized the issue. That's why people are running away from shorting for him.
No, it's not. I will not accept that. The federal government did not politicize, do not use politics on it. The bail condition was this. They went to they appeal the judgment that the money that the bail condition was so. They appeal it, and the bail condition went before 100 million or was reduced to about 20 million or so. And the condition attached to it is that the person must have a house in Abuja and must reside in Abuja. He was one of the presidential aspirants. What is going on? Look inward. Who are the people that can shorty you? If Sowore cannot get anybody that can shorty him, that means there's something wrong somewhere. He's a low ranger, and what is happening? He has to look inward, because all the senators are not ready to shorty him.
Is it that he has a little bit misunderstanding with some of these politicians or what? Or they are not supporting his move for the revolution and protest?
No, the thing is this, is that he dipped his hand in some things that is actually suffering for it now. He was part of them. He was part of the people that said Jonathan must go. He was part of them. Now the reverse is the case. You understand? Now that the reverse is the case, he's suffering for it. In a democratic setting, a government does not have rights to detain a citizen. But they detain him because he has eaten from them. They know his left and right. So that one is a story on its own. But you should look for someone in Abuja that lives in Abuja, that has property in Abuja to Apostle Suleman cannot sign as a shorty.
Don't you think Apostle Suleiman may have something like that in Abuja, and probably may not want to disclose it?
Apostle Suleman does not reside in Abuja.
But in a normal sense, we have prophets that stay in Lagos and still go to Abuja to stay.
Everybody know Apostle Suleman stays in Edo State. So this is not a matter of Connie or this thing. He should Sowore should look for someone, and whatever a man sow is what he will reap. You can't always have your cake all the time. So this time he has beaten the lion's tail, and let's see how it will go. If you'll be able to overcome it, time will tell.
They are talking against government, and I told them that is not the way. You don't talk against government. If you feel there is a policy that is not good enough, that is not favorable, then you talk it out generally. Most of the people that are here talking, if any of them is given an opportunity, you see them misbehaving. So let everybody go back to his various home. Let charity begin at home. That is what I'm telling them. Let charity begin at home. The wrong of today is not the making of today. The wrong has started since. So for something to be improved, it has to be on a gradual process. And anybody, not a single person, can do something favorably without some other people. If some other people that are surrounding you, if they are of the like minds, it is then some achievement could be made. But if they are not of the same opinion with you, there is nothing you can achieve. And in this country, because of the system we have been told in the past, has corrupt almost maybe 80 to 90% of the whole population. So just the 10% of the people, before they could be able to get something done, it's 10 against 90. Do you think it's going to be something you will just wake up and say you will something you just wake up and you get it done? It can never be magic. So even if you say you want to do it, some people one way or the other, they will be driving the wheel of the progress. They will be driving it backward. But many people fail to realize right from all this, and there is no policy. There is no policy a government will take. Some people will talk against it. Some people will say it is okay. But some people that are saying it's okay, some people that are saying the policy is everybody we listen together. Everybody has his own one way or the other. We are equally born, not equally talented. So, but if you are reasonable enough, whenever you people are together, and then you now plant it, you now say something. This is the way we are to go. Then from there, not that you will just be complaining unnecessarily. If a seed of discord is planted, it will not materialize then. Not until when it is now begin to germinate. Before you now begin to see that the seeds of discord have been germinated. So before it could cut down one way or the other, you need to do a lot of things. So that is it. So that is why some most of them. Hello.
Don't be upset, sir. So don't be annoyed. Don't be upset.
No, I'm not upset. I'm only,
Fighting them, right?
we disagree to agree. But if they fail to disagree with me, by virtue of age, by virtue of education, by virtue of other things, I know my pedigree. And I know where I belong. And nobody can force an opinion on me because I'm reasonable. Whatever I believe in, I can prove it. Why I'm believing in it. So not that somebody will just come and say so and bamboozle me. Nobody, no matter
no matter how how might or the person may be, because I myself, both spiritually, physically, academically, I know my level. So that is just it.
So, what's your own take on it? President signing a bill outside the country, not his country. Is it right or wrong?
This is another wonder of the century. You see, we are still going to see more worst and always discuss this an important issue with you, that we have no reasonable president presently. It's a clawless government which is very clear to everybody, unless those people or few people that is still following his rhymes. But be that it may, how can a president of a country move out of his territory and sign a bill? Does it sound reasonably? Capital no. But, and this is the president that is announcing closing border, that we should encourage our indigenous products. Closing border on three reasons. Said security-wise, food security, then to reduce the size of the population. That the foreigners are so unanimous to take other side. They are the one encouraging the so-called Boko Haram and others bandits. If we don't have a decisive decision, we always have a bleak future. The president we have now is not capable, and it is showing in all ramifications, both intellectual, physical, morally. You are advising us to encourage local things, and you went to abroad for a treatment or to relax. What of our tourism sites here? Do you encourage it? We have several tourist attractions. If you want to relax, which you can encourage, that the government functionings will be taking function in our tourists. But you discourage it by going to abroad. Then what else do you want to talk to the masses?
You know, it means it's not laying a good example. Right?
Yes, now. But I see no reason why we are still going to mention. Presently, I believe we don't have president. We are going to suffer for the next 4 years. That is just my opinion. Because we are in a terrible situation right now. The inflation rate is increasing daily basis. And Nigeria is facing more hardship. The poverty rate, you could know that they said 96 Nigerians are living below poverty realms. So, and if you look at the percentage, it's almost 68 or 70% of Nigeria are living in a poverty situation. Then it's a very pathetic situation. We are now the capital poverty nation. Then what else are we waiting for? Nigeria is so calm. If it is, look at what happened in Sudan. It's just an increase in price, food and whatever, and the reactions, the citizens push through the streets and stall all the activities.
But someone did it and was arrested.
But because we are not standing by him. When you pick him today and everybody still return to the street.
That's the word.
Yes, now the youth are so calm. I don't know what is happening to us. We are dying in silence. I don't know what we are doing. Our future is bleak. Nothing to write home about. A situation where government doesn't have any plans for us. But if you have a plan for us, come out and inform all Nigerians. This is our plans, and this is what we intended to do, and you give us period. You understand? Everybody will be informed. You will not just leave us in darkness, that you close border because you want to discourage the foreign stuff. Then is that the reason? What are your plans towards? What are we producing daily basis pertaining to rice?
Even the situation is getting tense, seriously, because some
all
of the
the
neighboring countries are suffering.
all the ECOWAS, because Nigeria is one of the giant stakeholders in ECOWAS, and we are the one that have a principle of all the policy,
And some of these countries
and we are the one that is now killing that policy now. You see, I see no reason why Buhari is still staying in Aso Rock. He should leave Nigeria peacefully and let us have a good governance. We are tired. Nigeria are killing by hunger daily basis. The insecurity is manning us. Every angles we are not safe. Kidnapping, terrorizing, killings, rituals. Because when there is no money, people are going to look for the way out. And this is killing a common man. The common man are facing this hardship. And it's pushing us to war. By the time we approach the war, there is no way again we are going to react.
All right, let's quickly move down to what happened here. Sowore rejecting Prophet Suleman's Surety. What's your take on it?
I think Sowore has full right to reject, because they are stepping on his fundamental human rights. And what's happened to Sowore today might happen to anyone. Buhari has did the same thing 2011 and nothing happened to him. I see no reason why he was keeping the guy, because he did the same thing. He must react. When we see something that is not favoring you, you have a freedom of expression, and we have a freedom of association. So far it is not with gun, or they saw anybody with ammunition. That is when you can call that one treason or felony. But in the case of Sowore, he's exercising his fully right. But the government said the government is stepping on his rights, and we in Nigeria are keeping quiet. It's still going to happen to another person.
Now, after the courts
bail and all of it,
100 million bail, they still went ahead in pleading. Now, about
what else do you want him to do?
now,
That means government intends to keep him.
now one of the bail conditions that should be met is not having one who has a house in Abuja and resides there.
Even let's us just quickly ask. The event took place in Lagos, and according to the court judiciary, where the event took place is where the judgment must take place. It happened in Lagos. If you want to even ask for the bail conditions, it must be in Lagos, not in Abuja. But you know, federal government is using its mighty power to exercise whatever. You see the way they do it to Onogi. When the executive is stepping on the judiciary, he's now putting all his people in the judiciary not all to have his way. In the case of the election, he's now controlling judiciary. No more separation of power. Executive overwhelms the judiciary. You know, is that a democracy?
I pray get out of it.
By the grace of God, we are getting to a stage where everybody is going to react, because we are tired of this nonsense government, a clawless government. No way out. Nigeria is in a mess. So far we keep quiet. The votes does not count in 2019. We did not vote for Buhari, and he forced himself on us. And see what we are seeing now.
we have come to the end of today's program on Flip TV. Do join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstands. Always remember to keep in touch with us and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Behind the camera, you know, Latif Adewale. In the studio, kudos to him, Michael Ojo. Till I join you next time on the same platform. Have a good day.